whenever we were engaged, we were doing the thing that a lot of couples do where, we had things all planned out, how we wanted them to happen, and we were going to have, I think it was 4 kids, and then after they were all grown, we had talked about, well, maybe we'll have, raise some foster kids after that. So we got married, and a couple years later tried to get pregnant, tried several years, and didn't happen.
There was a billboard on the side of the road. There was
I remember a pamphlet here at church at some point,
and I think a commercial on the radio or something at the same time.
Just one of those things where kind of a convergence of events was kind of like saying, hey, this is for you. The first time we got the call, we actually got the call that we got our foster care license, and she said, oh, by the way, we have this pair of brothers who are 8 and 13, and we need a placement for them. And we actually said no the first time because we were headed out of town in a couple weeks, and it just didn't seem like it was going to work out right then. So while we were on vacation, we got a voicemail from one of the social workers that said, so what time on Monday can we drop these kids off? Car pulled up in the driveway, and Christian hopped out first and had his usual smile on his face, and then Tyler kind of bounced out of the back seat a couple seconds later and came on in and made themselves at home, I guess.
I think one of the things is just when you're merging with children who are already part of the way grown, you haven't kind of grown up together, you haven't, they haven't learned some of the hobbies you like, you haven't learned some of the hobbies you're like, so everything is a learning process.
Yeah. Neither one of them had ever been to church before, and that was something that was an every Sunday occurrence for us. And I will never forget sitting in church that first Sunday, and we had communion, and when you were talking about the blood of Christ in the cup, Tyler had the biggest look of, he was just mortified, like, what on earth am I sitting in here doing, and he even asked me, like, is he a vampire? And I had to say no, but he decided to sniff the cup just after we were finished, just to make sure.
It's kind of amazing, again, because it's like they asked us to take in an 11-month-old with a broken leg, and life was overwhelming right then. It just felt like there was no way right then we could take it. But somehow a week or 2 later, we were in just the right place, that when we got that call on Saturday around 12 and asked if we could go pick up a baby from the hospital, it was like, yeah, I think we can do that.
We always wanted a family, and it was not the way we expected it. But I don't think either one of us would change it, because without the way things happen for us, we wouldn't be able to look up from the choir loft on Sunday morning and see Tyler up there with his friends, or see Haley playing the chimes or singing with the choir, or
watch Christian kind of move on to adulthood, and to think where he was when he came to us at 13, and then you always, of course, imagine what his path could have been like, and just to see him, he's got a place to live, he's got a job, he's paying his own things, and just great to see him really take charge, and then to see when he comes back home, just to see, Haley run up to him, give him a hug, and just see him, pick right back up where he left off.
This whole journey has been one of those God things, absolutely.